This weekend, we usher in not only the month of June, but also hurricane season. And as you can imagine, there is a call from emergency plan owners for homeowners to prepare and do it now. As CBS 2's Carolyn Gusoff reports, the warnings are being taken to heart, especially after the destruction of Superstorm Sandy.
In Massapequa Shores, where homes and cars were flooded 19 months ago, Jerry Serland is bracing for a new hurricane season.
Any papers that I would need, insurance papers, everything is all together now.
She's learned what being prepared means. Neighbors, too, stocked with canned food and water. No one here takes hurricane preps lightly anymore.
I have generators that I didn't have before.
With hurricane season here on June 1st, planners are urging all to update a hurricane go kit with supplies for 5 days.
Refresh the water, refresh the food, make sure your medications aren't expired.
You can download the Red Cross app for a checklist. Those who live in a storm surge zone should update a family plan where you'll evacuate. Even those far from water should prepare for outages with food and medicine. Nassau and Suffolk governments have upgraded readiness too.
We are a much better prepared state post-Hurricane Sandy because it was so devastating and taught us new lessons.
There are more emergency trailers stocked with food and water, more high-axle vehicles to navigate flooded streets, more county boats to access canals, more generators, and more coordination between municipalities. Long-term forecasts are predicting a normal to below normal hurricane season, with 8 to 13 named storms and possibly 3 to 6 hurricanes. But no one here is getting complacent.
We're seeing more extreme weather events, and the science is telling us that the likelihood is that those are going to increase over time, and therefore it is incumbent upon us as government officials to make sure we're ready.
Pack a go kit for pets too. In Superstorm Sandy, hundreds of dogs were evacuated to emergency shelters. In Massapequa, Long Island, Carolyn Gusoff, CBS 2 News.
Lonnie Quinn joining us now with more information on hurricanes. And the first one I want to know the answer to is why start the 1st of June?
Oh, okay. First of all, I've got to mention, we've had a hurricane in this country in every single month of the years you go through history. But it starts June 1st because it's all about water temperatures. That's when the water temperature starts to heat up and you start seeing those 80-degree readings. And that's the temperature you need to start cooking a hurricane. A typical June storm will make its way into the Gulf of Mexico. And that just makes sense because shallower water in the Gulf is going to heat up quicker. 30% anywhere in the Gulf, 60%. Most likelihood is that northeast quadrant, anywhere from Biloxi, Mississippi, right through the panhandle of the coast of Florida. Again, you get 80-degree temperatures. You're going to start making some storms out there. A typical June will give us 2 named storms, and the path that they most likely will take is towards the coast of Texas. If they stay below the jet stream, if they get picked up by the jet stream, they make that hook. And that's why we see so many that are anywhere between Biloxi and, like I said, the panhandle of Florida. This is your typical June out there right now. We are starting to see even some development, but I think it's very unlikely this would become anything. See how it's just not able to make the corner and become an enclosed center of circulation. So I think it's just some rain down there, but starting to heat up out there. Dana, we'll have more on the extended forecast for our area in just a bit. Let's go back to you at the desk.
All right, we'll see you in a few moments. Thank you, Lonnie.